correct?
Yes, yes, exactly. Right. You also notice when he becomes emotional, it's for 30 seconds, and then he's right back to that public self. Other questions? Is there? Yes. No, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
The first thing I wanted to compliment you on the fact that the pacing of the film.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. The pacing is really marvelous. I could probably watch another hour. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it could go on and on, which is nice. And it could have been monotonous, but it was wonderful. That's the first thing. And the other thing is a question, which I think a lot of people might be asking as a photographer myself. What does Bill have to say about digital? I mean, he's using film, probably the last known photographer using film, and he's clearly using technology for the layout. With John, I guess. But did you get a chance to ask him, and did he answer you? Thank you.
I'll answer that on a practical level. Bill is the only photographer at the New York Times. There are 30 staff photographers. He's the only one who owns his own pictures. And he struck that deal when he was put on staff in 1997. He was a freelancer before that. He was put on staff when he had one of his many bicycle accidents, and it turned out he didn't have health insurance. So we actually put him on staff. He agreed with that stipulation that he would retain complete ownership of all of his photographs. I think I conclude that the reason he will not go digital is that if he did, all of his images would be automatically scanned and end up in the system, in the New York Times system, and so other people would have access to them. The fact that he uses film, they can only be scanned, only the pictures he chooses, and only for a week they can exist in the Times system, and then they revert back, and then they disappear. So I think it's a very practical